I'm curious, do you think you have a unique ability to reach Black voters this next election?
I do. I think I have a unique ability to reach all sorts of voters, but I grew up in the hood. The high school I went to was the high school that was featured in the movie Boys in the Hood, which you didn't see because you're too young. But it centered around Crenshaw High School, which is my high school. And I've seen the damage that's done by the large number of kids who enter the world without a father in the home married to the mother. I know the stats. I know that a young Black male between the ages of 10 to 34 is 13 times more likely to be murdered than a young white male, same demographic. A lot of Black people are unaware of this. So I'm going to talk about the truth, talk about the facts, talk about the fact that it is a lie that the police are engaging in systemic racism. And that lie not only is wrong, not only is it demoralizing police officers, not only is it causing people not to want to join the police, it's also causing people to get killed. How? It's called the Ferguson effect or the George Floyd effect. Cops are pulling back because they're afraid of being called systemically racist. They're afraid of somebody holding up a cell phone, filming something out of context, and the cop may lose his job, may lose his pension, may even go to jail. So cops are pulling back. As a result, in cities all over the country, there are hundreds, if not thousands, more people who are now dead, who would not have been dead had the police been doing their normal proactive policing. So the people who are most harmed by the lie of systemic racism are the very Black and brown people that people on the left claim that they care about. Also schools. I said a moment ago, 85% of Black eighth graders, these are kids who are 13 years old, can neither read nor do math at grade level. We're spending more money than ever and getting less results. And the money needs to follow the child rather than the other way around, and that's school choice. And where I've seen studies having to do with school choice, the math scores are better, reading scores are better, graduation rates are better, and parental satisfaction through the roof. We need to divorce the Democratic Party from the Teachers Union. They're the largest funder of the Democratic Party, and they are adamantly against school choice. There was a study a few years ago done by Fordham Institute that looked at where government school teachers, that's a term I prefer rather than public school, government school teachers send their own kids. Nationwide, around 10% of families put their kids in private school. Around 6% of Black families do. 49%, I kid you not, of Philadelphia government school teachers with school-age kids put their own kids in private schools. The number is 39% in Chicago. The people who know the schools the best aren't putting their own kids in it. What does that tell you? It is the equivalent of opening up a restaurant, putting up a sign saying, come on in, eat the food, we won't. So, school choice, the epidemic of fatherlessness, the lie that the police are engaging in systemic racism, are hurting Black people more than anybody else. Finally, porous borders. I have a friend who's on the Civil Rights Commission. His name is Peter Kirsanow. And he said, we've done many studies on the impact of illegal immigration on the economy. And the liberals in the commission, the centrists, and the conservatives all agree that the group most hurt by illegal immigration are Black and brown people living in the inner city, because almost all the illegal aliens have high school or less education, and therefore they're competing against people with similar education in the inner city. And they put downward pressure to the tune of around $1,800 per year on their wages. And the studies have shown that about 1 million more Blacks would have jobs if the borders had been secured. So these are the kinds of issues I'm going to talk about. And I think that I can get a lot of people who have not thought about those issues to begin thinking those issues.